What is the deeper purpose behind soul contracts? So when each individual comes into a lifetime, they have many contracts with many beings. You know, you come in, let's just say with soul families, and you all have contracts. Maybe the mother was the father last time, or the daughter was the mother last time. And you all agree to help each other ascend. It is the game of life, and helps you get to other dimensions. Basically being the fifth dimension in this game. So you all came in agreeing to play all these different roles. You know, one person might be the dominant one person might be the one that's the inferior one, you know, and you all came here to remember who you truly are, not who somebody else is. You know, don't be like other people. Go within and figure out who you are. And that is the game of life, is to find out who you are and ascend and be your true authentic self. Thank you. Why do souls choose difficult family dynamics? Yes. You choose difficult family dynamics to grow, as we've said. You know, if everybody was the same and there was no, let's just say, differences between anybody or somebody not creating chaos, how would that help you grow? You know, everything is planned before you come in. However, when you come in, then people have free will. So it is kind of like, let's just say, putting a bunch of people in a paper bag and shaking it up. You know, with their free will, you'd never know what it's going to come out to be. So it is the game of life. And essentially, you know, you all came here to play this game. You all agreed to play this game. So that is what we have to say about that at this time. How can we identify when a soul contract is complete? We would say, when a contract is complete, you will know. It will be an ending. You will have no push or pull with that person anymore. You would not care if they're in your life or they're not in your life. At that point, then the contract is complete. However, some people actually, though, have contracts that extend longer. And so you won't feel the need to, let's just say, keep repeating that same pattern with that contract, and you'll move on to a different type of contract. But so we all create contracts with people, like with Shey and her husband. They have contracts to come in, have kids, and now they're at the point in their life to where they're going on their own paths. So they have split, they've stopped the karmic cycles going on, and they are splitting off into their own paths. So Shey is going on to more of a different 5D consciousness, you know, ascension path. And Mark is still staying more in the 3D at this time. However, it doesn't mean that he is there because he is not evolved. It means he's there because that is his contract, is to stay there and actually maintain the household and bring financial income in. Shey, on the other hand, is going the 5D path to help humanity. And then she will have income coming in that way too. But what we mean by this is that sometimes the other partner has to stay behind a little bit so that they can have the income coming in until the divine timing is right for them to ascend to the 5D path. And this is the agreement they agreed upon when they came in. Thank you. What lessons are most souls learning in this lifetime? The lessons that people are learning at this time just depend. It depends on what type of lessons they wanted to learn when they came in. However, everybody's here to experience. Everybody's here to learn self-love and remember who they truly are. Everybody's lessons are different. You can always have a reading if you want to find out your lessons, or you can just ask your higher self and just sit and wait for the information to come into you. Everybody has all the abilities that Shey has. Everybody can do this. Everybody just needs to basically sit in quiet and listen. A lot of people are just so caught up in the world that they don't sit and ever listen. This is where your true guidance comes in. Okay. What happens when a soul opts out of its mission? A soul will never opt out of his mission per se. If the soul has a mission, it's going to come there and do the mission. Everybody determines what their path is, where they're headed. Your higher self is actually guiding you throughout every day on your path. Eventually, you connect your lower mind with your higher mind, and then you can get the information more easily. This happens when you clear out traumas and belief systems that aren't in alignment. When you're in alignment, you are always channeling your higher self. And that way, you get the information you need when you are in alignment from your higher self.